All right, guys, good morning and happy January 6th for all of our guests here and first timers. This is Keep It Moving Group Coaching. This is an environment about vulnerability, about being real, about having some fun, about learning, but really most important, it's all about the collective wisdom. So before we get started, before we get rolling, I'm actually going to turn it over to my man, Vernon. Vernon, I'm going to have you bring the team out on the field. We are in the tunnel. We are having our huddle pregame, and you're going to bring us out on the field. So big dog, I like the words that you speak. Let's have you bring us all out on the field on this glorious, beautiful Friday morning. So
well, I'm fired up. I hope you fired up. Okay.
Yes.
Let's get it. Good morning, team. Vernon Williams here. Just want to honor you for being on the call. Thank you, E, for always being on time and waiting for us. Today is a day of commitment. We are committed hella early in the morning to being coached, to learning, to growing, to developing, to coming together as a collective. And I just encourage you to expand yourself as we get coached by one of the GOATs in the business. So take a deep breath and let's just expand ourselves and our knowledge base.
Man, I appreciate you. And I tell you what, every single day, I am grateful for you guys. I'm here. There's chances could be that nobody shows up. So I'm always, no matter what, I always stay humble. Like I am ready. I want you guys here. And I'm just grateful that you guys spend time with me 3 times a week and you spend time with your team members. So let's go ahead and get after it. I have some questions for you guys. I have some advice and I have some recommendations. First things first, if you do not own this book, own this book. By a show of hands, how many people have read Angela Duckworth's book, Grit? If you have not read this book, I highly, highly recommend that. Cynthia Peterson, thank you for the recommendation. I got something for you as a thank you for the recommendation. But really, really powerful book. I want you guys to get that book. I believe that is the word of the year for 2023. I wrote an email earlier, and I just want to share some of the sentiment with you guys. If you have not been able to see that email quite yet, I want to share this with you because it made me think about you guys as a team, and it came from the book. And so I wanted to share this with you and share this sentiment with you really quick. So for all of my Niners fans, sorry, I'm gonna talk about the Seahawks for a minute. So in 2014, I know Burton's like, I'm not so in 2014, the Seahawks beat the Broncos 43-8.
I'm off the call.
I know, bro. I know. So Steve Carroll was asked this question, like, what does it mean? What is the philosophy and what does it mean to be a Seahawk? And I always look for correlations and I found that this was powerful. Pete's reply was simple. We're looking for great competitors. That's really where it starts. It's that the guys that really have grit, the mindset that they're always going to succeed, that they've got something to prove to the world. They are resilient. They're not going to let setbacks hold them back. They're not going to be deterred by challenges, hurdles, and things. It's the attitude. We really refer to it as grit. So I'm always looking for correlations with you guys and how that really impacts us. I believe with certainty and conviction that this is the year of grit. And I wrote here that grit will separate you in 2023. You will either choose to persevere and fight against the odds, or you simply won't. And the choice is yours, and that's yours to own. And when I say that, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You are either going to step up this year and make a choice, or you are going to choose the latter. And it is completely up to you, and I respect you nonetheless. However, if you want to be in this game, if you want to succeed in 2023, you're going to have to take some knocks on the chin. You're going to have to get back up. You're going to have to wipe that off. You're going to have to persevere. You're going to have to, no matter what, be able to say, I'm going to persevere amongst all the odds that I might be stacked against, because you know what? My head's up high, and no matter what, I'm going to find a way to win, because winners always find a way to win no matter what. Tom Brady didn't have the best year, but where's he going? He's going to the playoffs again. He's going to the playoffs again. I had 2 calls yesterday, and I want to give you some context here. I had 2 calls yesterday. I don't have to say their names, but we got on their coaching call. These coaching calls were different. I have goosebumps talking about these 2 people, and you're on this call today, and you know exactly who you 2 people are. I said, all right, they said I needed some help just to review my plan and go over my goals for the year. They came with plans, actions, new brand, new title, new approach, events are going to be doing. They understood the data, walked me through the numbers, walked me through their plans, shared with me their calendar, took a picture of their content room that they're building, all of these things. And it felt and it seemed different. It felt and it seemed different. And I see these people smiling. I know you know who you are on this call, but they came correct. They had everything planned out. One of them shared this whole document with me that had all of these stats and figures and formulas. And I was like, all right, how'd you get to that number? All right, let's do the math. How'd you get to that number? What I'm saying is that these people are prepared and they're ready. So I have some questions for you guys as we open up coaching today. We're going to talk about skill development, but I want to ask you guys a question. It is January 6th. How's your year going so far? How's your year going so far? If you were just to take a high level view and look back at the last 6 days, how's your year going? How much content have you created in the last 6 days? I want you to just ask yourself that question. I don't need your answers here. You guys know the answers. We all can look. But how many videos have you made? How many stories have you made in the last 6 days? I don't know about you guys. I think I've made about 14, 15 new videos since the 6th, right? Since the 6th. I want you guys to all get a jar. And you saw this last week. Jay Sheedy put this on his story. Get a jar. Every single week, I want you to write on a Post-it a milestone, an accomplishment, something you're proud of, something you're stoked on, something that you were able to accomplish that week, and fill this thing up. So by the end of the year, when you're sitting there on New Year's Eve at your table with your friends, with your family, you're taking out all these little notes and you're reading them, and it's a reminder of how dope you really are, how much shit that you actually accomplished this year. So let's just go back to this. It's January 6th, you guys. How many videos have you made? How many calls did you actually make this week? Right? It's January 6th. How many one-to-one videos did you send to consumers asking them, are you okay? Fuck everything else, and I'll help you with buying and selling a home later on. But how are you? Right? How are you affected by these storms? How you doing? How many of those videos did you send this week? How many calls did you make? How many text messages have you sent? How many one-to-one DMs have you engaged with? Have you dragged ass this year already at January 6th, or have you gotten your ass into gear? And I want to ask these questions to provoke some thought. Based on your target of your year, are you ahead or are you behind your target? Meaning, I needed to hit a total of 20 transactions for the year. Well, if I took 20 transactions and I said, well, it takes on an average 20 transactions, about 40 conversations. So let's just take it for the sake of this conversation. We're going to say 800. Well, if I took that 800 and divided by 12 months in the year, that means I need to have 66 conversations every single month. Well, let's divide that by 4 weeks in the month. So that's 16 conversations I needed to have in this first week. And let's divide that by 5 days work. Check that out. I need to have 3.3 conversations every single day. It is 6th day into the month. Are you ahead of your schedule? Or are you behind? Are you making excuses, and are you getting ready to get ready? Or are you just actually going and doing something? So based on your target, are you ahead? Or are you behind? A couple other questions. And I'm hoping that you guys are thinking, and hoping that you guys are being introspective right now. Next question is, what's stopping you? What's your challenge? And if you have something that's challenging you and you have something that is stopping you, then what the fuck are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit here and get to March, April, May and be like, oh yeah, like the first quarter, I kind of just didn't do much. I didn't commit. I didn't take any action. I didn't do the things. I didn't create any video, but Elias, I'm going to create those videos that you've been saying. Like, what are you waiting for? So what's the challenge? What's stopping you? And what the fuck are you going to do to change it? Right? And I want this to feel different because it is the 6th of the year. You guys have an opportunity to make more money than you have ever made in your entire life. We had people last year, let's talk about Will. Last year, have his biggest income year since coming to this country as an immigrant from Thailand. Saved up all the money he could when he worked at Osha Thai. Met his husband. bought their first house, and then last year, they were able to buy their second house, living the American dream. He did 16 listings last year as a new agent still. He partnered with tons and tons of agents on our team, and he's stayed humble, but he outworks, he outpaces, he constantly creates. So he changed his life in 1 year. 1 year, you guys. So you guys have the ability to do that. That's why I'm so intense about where we are. It's January 6th. I love this time of year. I love it. I love it. I'm going to share some things with you so I can share with you how I'm choosing to grow right now. I bought the domain of keepitmovingcoaching.com. I bought the domain keepitmoving.me. I created a registration form. So now anytime you guys tell people about group coaching, what they can do is they can simply go here, register for group coaching. They can see some of the testimonials and they can register right here. And then that way I can continue to invite people to this amazing environment, right? When I talk about building on social media, you guys, I'm going to tell you to do this, but I'm not going to say this and not do this myself. So if we look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 videos since the start of the new year. I'm about growth right now. I am launching a separate coaching company. We're doing Focus and Fire. I told myself that I'm going to speak on 20 stages in 2023, and I just booked my 6th yesterday, and it's only the 6th. So are you choosing to live in a world where you are just lollygagging and trying to do things haphazardly? Or are you get out of my way? I'm here to take over the world and impact lives. That is the attitude that we need to have right now. And I am gritty and I am scrappy. You put me in the ring against anybody in this business and I'm ready to go. That's what I want for you guys. That's the type of mentality that we need to have right now. That no matter what is going on in the world, we do not see that. We have blinders on and we're focused on the road ahead. Does that make sense, everybody? This is the time where we plan and make sure that we set up our whole entire year. Here's what I want for you guys. I want the end of summer to come and I want you guys to be like, damn, I'm gonna take a 3-week, 4-week vacation. I'm gonna take a road trip. I'm gonna go do this with my family because you've allowed yourself to do so, because you didn't fall short on your goals, your commitments, your activities, your action, the knocking on door, all these things that we know we need to do. You set yourself up. So damn, I'm gonna go take a month vacation. Roxanne's been on like 4 vacations this year, bought a condo in Miami, went to Hawaii, then the very next week went to Mexico. And she had one of her best years ever. And she's been in this game for 17 years. So the point of today, you guys, just to go back through this, how many calls, how many videos have you dragged your ass or have you gotten your ass into gear? Based on your target of calls and deals that you need to make for the year, are you ahead of your schedule or are you behind your schedule? What's stopping you? What's your challenge? And if you have something that's stopping you and challenging, what the fuck are you going to do about it? That's my sentiment. That's what I want to share with you guys. Any thoughts, any dialogue, any contributions on that conversation? Because as you guys can tell, I'm fired up. I'm excited. But any contributions, any thoughts, or any dialogue on this conversation? Nicole Penland, let's hear from you.
I was just going to say, sometimes when you're trying, you can get overwhelmed when you're trying to get all the things together, but just keep remembering your why. For example, I don't want to get emotional. I lost my my grandfather a few days ago. I knew I was going to get emotional, but part of me was like, just, oh, I don't feel like doing this. I'm sad, and then he wouldn't want me to just throw in a towel like that. He would want me to fight and make everything happen. So just remember your why to keep pushing.
That's right. And Nicole, let's all send her some love and some light. I had no idea that your grandfather passed. And so we are here for you and, appreciate you letting us in. So thank you for sharing that. Anybody else have any sentiment that they want to share? Any other contributions? Going once, going twice. That's Sakia. Let's go to you. I saw your hand up.
I was just so fired up, like, fuck it, I am behind, let's go. But now my heart is over here heavy for her, but you're right. Like, let's fucking go, no excuses. and just find that mentality and just ground yourself and just fucking grind. But my heart's so heavy for you. I send you my love and my condolences, but I'm fucking ready. Let's go.
Let's go. My condolences to you as well, and from the rest of the team. Nicole, here's the thing. If you're starting out, it's the 6th of the month. This should be a non-negotiable. Like there should be no reason that at the 6th of the month, you are already behind. How you do one thing is how you're going to do many things in life. This is our opportunity to say, I will own this year. Linda, you had your hand up. I know you're on the road. Thank you for being here. But Linda, what is your contribution? And then
good morning, everyone. I want to, give my condolences and then just say that we have to move forward even through the pain sometimes, right? And I feel that I'm on schedule. And the things that we are learning, that I'm learning from everyone here, every week that you guys pour into us and stuff, I take it with me and I'm fired up. I used your one sentence to say, ask, what is that?
It may not be for you.
Yeah, it may not be for you. And I got 5 clients that asked me for my buyer's guide.
All right.
I have one getting pre-approved.
So tell us the context of this. So this is something that we covered in coaching. I think it was Monday or Wednesday. Gave you guys some advice, and it came from the book, the know exactly what to say. So give us context. How did you use that?
So I just used that one. I started up with that one word and I said, hey, I don't know if this is for you, but if you told yourself that you wanted, 2023 is going to be my year. I want to own a house. I'm tired of throwing away my money. I want stability for my family. Then, and I want to, I'm going to be a homeowner this year. Then let me know. Send me the word home, and I'm going to send you my buyer's guide. That's going to give you a step-by-step plan to help you get there. I had so many people just thanking me for it, and 5 of them asked me for their buyer's guide, and one of them is already getting pre-approved. They're sending me their paperwork so I can get them pre-approved.
I mean, wonderful. I mean, we just did this other day. She put it in action. She did that. She's ahead of where she needs to be. Goosebumps. I'm really, really happy for you, proud of you, and I'm glad that you took that and put it directly into action. So great contribution, great share. Nicole, if you can, will you lower your hand, Nicole, so I don't get confused on whose hands are up again? Ilona, what's your contribution? And yeah, it's not that bad. Ilona's in Oakland right now. She's walking. She's not flooded out. What's going on, Ilona? Talk to us. How's everything going with the water? I know you guys got it installed. How's everything going there?
Basement flooded again, but it's okay. We're going to figure it out. It's not a big deal. It's a reminder to check in on your homeowners and see if their basement flooded, because this is the luxury of home ownership. And that's okay. But you know what? I am leaving today on a big trip for 2 weeks. I'm taking my family to Israel and Egypt.
Wow.
And that's happening today. And I feel like at some point there was a moment in my time where I was like, oh, I have this big trip. I'm just like not going to work. And in the end, the last couple of days, I've been picking up those online leads. I've been reaching out to people. I've been working as if I'm not leaving. And I'm also telling all my current clients that I am leaving. And if they need anything, that they have someone to talk to, who's my sister, who's going to be taking on some of the slack for me. But what I realized is, at some point, I was letting myself be lazy. I was like, oh, I'm leaving. It's the first of the year. It's all good. And then things just started happening. Clients started reaching out to me, which has motivated me. And I'm at this point where I'm like, man, I almost wish I'm not leaving for 2 weeks, because I'm ready to get back to work, because I have all these things lined up for when I get back. And I have a lot of clients who are coming back from the holiday who are ready to get at it. But the one thing that I wanted to share that I learned recently from just Follow Up Boss is, if you don't know how to send a batch email with your Follow Up Boss, you need to reach out. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to someone. But those batch emails, those are money, because I have gotten people out of the woodwork just by sending them a batch email. I sent holiday card emails. I sent a batch email for down payment assistance, and using this, I don't know if this applies to you, but here's the information. And I've gotten people coming out of the woodwork when I'm able to do those automatic follow-ups that don't necessarily require all of my time, but it's really worth learning the CRM and what it can do, because it can eliminate a lot of the time that you spend and still maximize your follow-up with your people. So That's what I wanted to throw out there. If you don't know how to do it, you can send me a message on Slack. I'll show you how, but there's also YouTube videos on how to use Follow Up Boss. And if you just have some downtime, just watch those videos because they're so worth it.
I love it. I love it. And you know what, how powerful of an experience it is to take your kids to Egypt and Israel. Like, and the kids are, how old are the kids? I know you have an older one, you have.
I have a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old, and they're both having birthdays while we're gone in Egypt. So one is on the, one birthday's on the 11th, one is on the 20th. So we're celebrating as we're partying out in the country.
I mean, how incredible of an experience that is for the kids. And I love this, and I love the contribution, Ilona. We can have that follow-up discussion another time. Reach out to Dan, but I love what she said, that she's like, I can chill. I kind of wanted to chill, but she's like, I'm not going to chill. This is the beginning of the year. Now she has a partner, someone to help her out. So I absolutely love this. Who else has a contribution, a thought? Anybody want to talk about something that's working from this week? Vanessa Vo, I'd love if you contributed, because it sounds like you're fired up and you are wanting to hit that appointment goal for the week. So did you want to share?
Yes, of course. Okay, sorry guys. Stayed up a little late trying to do too much, set up my system here. But nonetheless, my internet's a little wonky, so I'm gonna just keep camera off. I'm super fired up. All of last year, I, was trying to learn as a new agent, what works, trying every little thing. I'm still trying everything at this point, but I kind of know what works for me and what doesn't. So I do encourage everybody, just keep doing it and keep failing forward. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And yeah, I am going to try and win that heat ticket, y'all. So, hey.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, so just so you know what she's talking about, we're running a competition right now, and it's from Tuesday, this last Tuesday, until next Tuesday at 5 p.m. We are giving away 10 Holiday Heat and Focus and Fire tickets. Now, if you haven't purchased a ticket and maybe budget's a little tight, I get it. So we wanted to honor you guys. So the qualification is 3 appointments minimum, booked and logged in Follow Up Boss and Sisu. We're going to take the top 10 people that booked the 3 appointments minimum, and you guys are going to get a ticket to Focus and Fire and Holiday Heat. So it's a little extra incentive for you to come out and ball out for these 2 days. The first session is going to be amazing. Like that lineup, I know I'm biased. I'm the one that is putting this thing together. I'm biased, but it's one of the best lineups I've seen on the West Coast. How did I miss this challenge? Joanne, we dropped the challenge on the team meeting, and if you're out on the team meeting, that's why. So Aaliyah, it started from Tuesday until Tuesday at 5 p.m. Cool. So now you guys have something you guys can work towards if you have not get your tickets. By a show of hands, I'm just curious for people on this call, how many people have purchased tickets to Focus and Fire? Let me just see that. First off, just Focus and Fire. All right, cool. Cool. And then let's see how many people purchased tickets for Focus and Fire and Holiday Heat. All right, cool. It's going to be dope. We're going to ball out. We're going to have some fun. And that first day is going to be super special. We've seen Neil Holmes. You've seen Justin. He's been here as a guest. Raquel is our coach, but to have them all in one space, and then to hear from Justin Nelson, who is 25 years old and is a multimillionaire. Now he did it. He started a VA company during pandemic and he blew up. And now he manages 3,000 VAs for so many different companies throughout the world. So anyways, get your tickets. I'm going to share my screen right now with you guys, and I want to go over this with you. And I'm going to have Judith drop this in the chat because I think that this is powerful and it's something that we can work on. Before I share this with you, and I'm going to give you an example of time management, but I want to ask you guys, as you move forward in this next year, in the next couple months, what is a skill that you truly want to develop right now? What is a skill? Is it time management? Is it public speaking? Is it video? I don't know what it is. Like, is there a skill right now that you wish that you could develop? Presentation skills, what is it? I want you guys to load it up in the chat right now. What is something from a skill development that you would want to improve on in the next 3 months? Go ahead and light up the chat. And Nias, I don't know if you could hear me earlier. I was talking to you, but I didn't know if you can hear me. I shared a video with you on social media. Can you do me a favor, bro? And can you please recreate that video? And just kick the shit out of the real estate topics. You'll see what I mean when you open your Instagram. All right, cool. So let's go through this and keep loading this up, you guys, because this is going to be part of our exercise. What do you mean in follow-up, boss? I have 2 appointments set. Yeah, so as long as it's in follow-up, boss, and you have appointments set in follow-up, boss, you are good. That's what I mean. And then you have 2, so wonderful. You just need 1 more. All right, so Judith dropped this template. We're going to go over it in just a second. Tony says mastering, delivering powerful presentations. Vernon says video creation. Speak without crying. All right. All right. I appreciate you. And video creation, negotiation. I've been thinking a lot about what Sosi said about being a 10% differentiator. Public speaking, pricing complicated homes, presentation negotiations. Okay, cool. Handling objections. These are really easy flow communication. I don't know who iPhone is, but I like that one. Consistent video creation. Lauren Ibarra, talk to us about what you meant with what you wrote, because some people might have missed that session. What do you mean?
Hi guys, sorry, I just got out of the shower. So Sosi talked about, he said he spoke with a lawyer, and he asked the lawyer, like, what makes you different than like a virtual service? And the lawyer said, you know, we do the same thing, but it's that 10% of strategy and expertise that makes us different. And I just thought a lot about it, right? We're dealing with a lot of competition in terms of virtual services, right? And consumers are always looking for a deal. So it's just like really establishing that value. I'm a newer agent too. It's only my 2nd year. So it's just like adding that like sauce, you know, it's like, we know compliance, we can, you know, figure out the black and white part of it, but it's like that extra something that sets like the good agents apart from like the really great agents.
I love it. I love it. You guys, let me ask a question. I think that we're going to get a pretty universal answer here. How many people at any time or currently struggle with time management? Can you please raise your hand and tell me if you ever struggle with time management? And give me a reaction so I can see on the screen if you ever struggle with time management. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to let you in. There was a time in my career that I struggled with time management. I didn't know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and I didn't really care to keep myself that disciplined, but obviously that has changed over the years because I got smarter and was able to develop better systems. So let's take this for the sake of the conversation of time management, because I know so many people would raise their hand on this. So Judith has put this in the chat. Just go up a little bit. It's there in the chat. And what this plan will allow you to do is it will allow you to develop a skill. Excuse me. What this will do is it will allow you to develop a skill development plan. And let's kind of go through this. So you'll have your step 1, step to take. There's actually an example right here that is a time management skill set. And I believe in making sure that you understand how you are protecting your energy and the choices. So that's why this is so important. So step 1, in this scenario, read time management books. Okay. All right. So what are some of the best time management books that you can read? How do you allocate your time the best? What are some of the best reads that you can refer to? And if you guys have some resources, please put that in the chat below. Step 1, by what time frame? On this time frame, they say by July, and this is just an example. Well, maybe that time frame is from January 1st to January 30th. I'm going to make sure that I'm focusing on this. I'm reading, I'm watching, I'm developing these skills, I'm practicing them at home as well as in my business. Now, description. Description of step and how it will help you achieve your choosing skill. The description is become better at mastering my time so I could be more effective at home and in business. Be more effective with managing my time so I could hit my financial goals. Be able to spend more personal time with my family, be able to do the things that I know that I want to do, so on and so forth. People to work with. In this scenario here, these are some people, manager, mentor. Maybe this person is Lauren. Maybe this person is Vanessa. Maybe this person is Alejandra. People that you could work with that help you, because check this out. Alejandra and Mari Cruz are meeting up every single day, 5 a.m. to go to the gym. Well, they are now working together. And if they didn't have that extra push, they might not have the same sense of motivation. So they're already working on time management because they have to get there, they have to wake up. Now, what are the resources? In this instance, it says books, articles, Inman, the Daily Hustle, all these things, social media, Calm app, all these things to help you stay on time with different things that you want to do in your business. Concerns and potential obstacles. Let's see what some of the examples are here. Finding the time to read. I think that's a challenge for a lot of people. Commitments to finishing books once I start. All right. So obviously these are just examples. And then notes, being able to look back at this in 1 month from now and say, what are the notes? It took me a full month to read, but I did this step and learned to scheduling and being more productive. So check this out. I'll give you some examples here. And this goes on throughout the entire year. So you can really map this out for your skill development, whether it's public speaking, whether it's video creation, or whether it's time management. So what do I do? For the first 3 weeks, I'm going to buy this book, and this book. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure, hell or high water, every single night, I'm studying these 3 things. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get really granular with the way that I'm scheduling my time. And we talked about this before, but it's important, you guys. So I'm going to get really granular with how I'm spending my time, what I'm actually doing, who's getting my time, and making sure that I am allocating my time, efforts, and energy very effective. So now I go to my calendar. Now I have an accountability person that I'm working with to help me. Now I talk to Elias, I talk to Kenny, I talk to my mentor, I talk to my advisor, and I make sure that I have other people to hold me accountable. And then what I do at the end of that time frame that you gave yourself is that you start to assess this. When you think about a skill, you have to do that over and over and over again. We have runners on the call. I remember running my first mile and it was awful. It was awful. The breathing, the time, I want to stop, the cadence, everything, right? So if you want to build that skill, you just have to start, and then you have to start measuring it. You have to look at it. I was able to beat a personal best on the elliptical the other day, and it meant a lot to me. It's not that I could do better. I know I can, but it meant a lot to me. But that's a skill that you have to develop over time. So my sentiment to the team today is to find a way to commit to developing this skill, whatever it is, time management, video creation, whatever that is, and make a plan that allows you to stick to that plan. And now you can look at it like, oh, cool. I got a Tony, I got a Vanji, I got a Nias, I got an Elias, I got this. These are the 3 books that I'm reading. I'm reading Atomic Habits, I'm reading this book, I'm reading that book. These are the things that I need to practice. I need to be referencing my calendar. I need to be plugging in my calendar. I need to have alerts. So now you have started to become better at that skill. And then at the end of the year, what I want to see is this transformation of skills and a heightened skill set over the next year. So I saw that. I wanted to share that with you guys. And I want you guys to do that exercise. And if you want to share that with me, please share that exercise with me so I can see it, I can help you, and I can help you hold yourself accountable. Question: how many people, or who wants to share with me? I know Vanessa shared, a couple other people have shared. Has anybody taken some massive action that has really, really panned out for them thus far this year? Anything working, a plan that you put into action, a marketing plan, a video that just took off and got more likes than you ever thought it was going to get? Has anybody done a massive action that you would like to share with the group over the last 6 days? Joe Ellen, love it. Let's hear from you. And then I think that's Sarah on iPhone. Sarah, I'll come to you second. So Joe Ellen, what's up? How are you?
Hi guys, I'm still stuffed up and sick. Just yeah, it's yucky, but hopefully it's going soon because I don't want to miss the party next Saturday night. So, we're doing a Christmas tree pickup in our neighborhood, and we got 25 text messages how wonderful we are that we're doing this. And you got to remember, I'm using my Nextdoor app, so now people are starting to know who I am. And we're now going to start a hauling company because my husband has a nice trailer so he can go around doing like hauling in the neighborhood, which I think is going to be super successful and getting me even further in front of these neighbors when they're ready to sell their houses. So the free Christmas tree, I think it's something big that we put in place this last week.
So Joanna, let me ask you this. How did you advertise it? Was it just on Nextdoor?
Yeah. And next door.
And how many Christmas trees did you guys pick up?
We're going to this Sunday, we got already 22 text messages.
22 text messages. So
Yeah. Phone numbers and names. They go into my MailChimp.
all right, so you've taken those people that are MailChimp, or are they also in your follow-up list?
Yeah, they're going into my CRM.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. But not only that, so the text messages, I also go into Nextdoor and I post, okay, here's where you go and get sandbags. I updated them that the people are still there at the fire station. My husband went down there. We can help if you need help. Just everything goes in my Nextdoor now, almost like it goes into Instagram. Everything goes in Nextdoor.
I absolutely love this.
I only have 19,000 people in my neighborhood. I'm going to get known, or in my town.
Yes, yes. And here's the thing, you guys, she's leading with, how can I do something for the community? By doing so, I'm going to make connections. People are going to start to know me. This is beautiful.
And now my husband's jumping in, so that's even more better. I mean, even a blessing because, he sees how hard I want to get it done and get us, noticed and helped. And I don't know, it works, guys.
I love it. So we had a question here in the chat. Let's go ahead and address these questions. It says, where do you order marketing material? Things like tablecloths, banners, door hangers, magnets, etc.
I'm using, it's called Stay Tuned, and it's out of Hayward, and the gentleman's name's Percy. And if you just send me a Slack message, I'll send you his information, or I'll post it in Slack.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. And then Adrian says, I have a business page on Nextdoor, affordable sticker mule. Okay, good stuff. I love this. And Joellen, like, you've truly made a huge impact in your community in a very short time frame. Because for the people that don't know, how long ago did you move to your town?
This year, or last year, sorry, last May. Last May, I started volunteering like at the Veterans Pancake Breakfast was my first one. CASA, I volunteer with CASA. I'm also throwing these little events that are about 20-25 people since last October. So that's becoming big. I have my first presentation on home modification on January 22nd at our assisted living community. And I'm actually door knocking my farm that have 100 people that have been in their home for 30 plus years that have stairs. So I'm bringing them into the community for a presentation. I'm doing that. But also
so smart.
Yeah, also make our calls, because I did make a lot of calls this week. I think it was a total of like 67 calls, and ended up getting 4 people into a drip, and 2 people I lost, they ended up buying. And these were my Facebook leads that I had paid for running ads. So
wow, I love this. I love this, John. I love the action. Can you guys feel that she has a sense of direction? Do you feel that when you talk to her, she knows what she's doing? She's clear, even though she's sick, she's just clear on the road ahead. And that's what you guys need. You guys need
I know that I've been feeling crappy and not wanting to get up, but I changed my mindset, made the calls, and then I felt better because I saw the response that it still needed. So
I love it. I love it. Sarah B, you had your hand up. Let's go over to you.
Okay, so this is more of just a personal goal, I guess, but I'm super excited about it. I guess a week ago, so probably around the 1st, I went through my entire CRM, which really isn't all that much since I'm a newer agent. It's about like 130 people on there. But I went through every single person with them, put them exactly in my Real Scout. And now I had about 4 or 5 people on Real Scout, not really looking, kind of just there. Now I have 14 people active on my Real Scout, and I see everything. I mean, people who I haven't talked to literally in months because they are not answering me, not replying to me. I see everything, and it's just amazing how they're the most active ones, and it's just really exciting.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So she scrubbed, she went through, she made the calls. I'm loving this conversation. I'm going to go over to Maria. Maria, 2 escrows in this last week, or in the last couple of weeks. So you end of the year strong. It feels like you have a sense of momentum right now. I saw your video yesterday, so talk to us. What's going on? How are you taking action? What's working for you right now?
So ultimately, my goal this year is to assist with 22 families. That's my my transactional goal. I also know that I need to add, I think I have 20 calls that I have to connect with per week. Well, I have this, oh, I put it away already, but I have a spreadsheet that I manually go in and I put in how many people I talk to. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. Ultimately, my focus this year is on video content. You know, I need to get better at it. I am getting better at it. I have a lot of people that still DM me. And it's nice to know that even my ex-husband even told my son, you better get on with your mama. She's doing all this video stuff. I'm like, didn't know you were following me. Kind of creepy. But for me, it's all about presence because I have the 22 transactions that I want to do, but I have this goal, like you, to be on stage. So in order for me to do that, I need to be in front of people all the time. I mean, I do ministry, I do things that's in front of people, and I also need to leverage that. So that's kind of my goal right now that I'm working on. And it's every day, talk to a minimum of 10 people, connect with them via text, social media, DMs, get at least one new lead a day, book an appointment every day. And so far we're on Friday, I have booked 3. I have investors reaching out to me saying, hey, I see you on social media. What are you doing? I'm looking for this property in this area. Can you help me? And they're people that I know from someone else. So they're not like some random dude.
Love it.
And thanks to my dog. I mean, honestly, my dog has set me on a schedule because me personally, I was having a struggle getting up every morning and getting to work. So, but he wakes me up. I got to handle my business. I'm like, okay, so I got to be on this call. So that means I need to do this, 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 and this. So getting a dog I guess I'm working for my dog.
Hey, well, you know, here's the thing. It helped. And Liz said the same thing. And there's a huge community out there of dog lovers. Once you start getting into that and go to the dog parks when the weather is permitting, there's huge opportunities for you to build and grow your network. So Maria, I feel it. It was great to see your name in lights twice in the same week. You know, right on the leaderboard. So keep that up, keep that momentum up. Nicole, I'll come to you in just a moment. Romel, you had your hand up, big dog.
So it's also on a personal note. So I started 9 days ago on a workout journey. I had lost about 100 pounds over the last year, 2021, but started putting it back on in 2022 and was trending the wrong way and it was kind of depressing. So before the year ended, I decided I'm going to get back on that. And so today is day 9. Be working out every day, and that's definitely helped my energy and getting me kind of on focus. Now, if I could just do that with my real estate stuff, I'd be in good shape. I do have an appointment set up for today for a friend of mine who is looking to invest in Houston. So I'm working with an agent in Houston to kind of get that referral going. So it's a small step for me, but it's moving forward.
I love it. Here's the thing, Romel. First off, congratulations on taking this step and you know, taking this step towards your health, because that's most important, first and foremost. But when you switch your mentality and said, you know what, hold on a second, I'm getting to a place where I don't like it. I'm putting on some extra weight and I'm saying, you know what, fuck it, I'm committed. And now you're 9 days in. It's the same exact mentality with real estate. It's the same exact, if you could put yourself in that mentality to say, all right, no more, my body's a temple. I don't like how I'm feeling. I need to have more energy, more vitality, you know, more strength. It's the same exact mentality. You're able to switch it. That's why you're getting up and going to the gym and working your ass off. It's the same exact switch for real estate. So when you say, if I could just get my real estate, do that, get your ass into gear like you're getting your ass into gear for your body. Do the same thing for your business, my man. So appreciate you and thank you for sharing. Looking forward to sharing your journey. Nicole, rapid fire from you, and then we're going to do some key takeaways.
Something that I've been doing, so last year I started the monthly cleanup events, and I did get a lot of traction from that. I met a lot of people in the neighborhood because I hold it in my farm. So I noticed that, you know, some months I would get more turnout than others. So I've been really working on making sure that I put out the marketing in advance. So this past couple days, I went and made actually videos to promote it rather than just just the flyer and went ahead and pre-scheduled those out for the whole first quarter so that I'm not having to like, oh man, it's the third Saturday or what have you, as well as the other events that I hold, because I'm simultaneously trying to build two businesses that work together. So by having that pre-planned, and then also going into Facebook, into the group, the Facebook group for my farm, and posting the events in there just to make sure that they're being seen everywhere.
Love it. Love it. Good stuff, Nicole. So guys, let's go back to the original conversation. Obviously skill development, that worksheet is in there. Feel free to use it, work through it, have it as a reference point. I think that it's a great sheet or a great worksheet. I got that from the Daily Hustle. If you guys are not registered to receive the Daily Hustle, make sure to get on the Daily Hustle. They're good reads, they're fun, there's some great tips, there's some tools in there, and the reads are just super like relevant, and some of them are quirky, but the Daily Hustle. But going back to the question, how many calls, how many videos have you dragged your ass, or have you gotten your ass into gear thus far? Based on your target of where you want to be for the entire year, are you ahead or are you behind schedule of how many conversations you need to have? What's stopping you? What's your challenge? And what are you going to do to fucking fix it? So I want you guys to get real with those questions and then say, you know what? All right, I'm going to go in, I'm going to CC, I'm going to track, I'm going to do the things that I need to do despite the rain. So let's do this. Let's go high level conversation. We'll go around the room, do a couple key takeaways. Let's go to Adonis. Adonis, for you, big dog, couple key takeaways from your first time sitting in a coaching session with us.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Yeah, my name's Adonis. I'm here in Berkeley. I'm a new agent in general, also a real estate photographer. So if you need your listing shot, let me know. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here. I'm still going through onboarding, got a lot to learn. Yeah, would like to connect with a lot of you guys and meet you guys. And then again, my condolences to Nicole. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, just want to inspire you guys to bring it back to that newness and keep it going, and yeah, bring that into the new year. And then yeah, it's just good to see all these different people on the call, joining such a big team. I came from a different team where I just didn't have all these resources and support and people that I can partner with and learn from and grow with.
That's right, brother. Well, hey, man, nice to have you here. Welcome. Appreciate you being on. Juanzo, let's hear from you, big dog. Key takeaways from today's sesh. There he is. You're muted still, Boomer.
Oh my God, I haven't done that in a minute. Need more coffee. So yeah, I think the big thing for me is just, just really stay on that grind. You know what I mean? Like I love what you were saying about grit. I'm gonna go get that book. I feel like I have my own definition of grit, but I feel like there's so many nuances that I'm missing from that. And I think that just having more clarity on what that really means and how to really channel that. For me, what's been really working is I'm backing up at 5 a.m. and I get my Peloton, and there's a ride by this trainer by Christina O'Doul. It's called I Am, I Can, I Will, I Do, and it's a 4 different session, like 20 minute, 30-minute rides, and it's like incantation type stuff, right? But it's been really, really powerful to like really help to channel that right energy in the morning to really generate the right positive energy to just really serve at the highest level.
I love it. I absolutely love it, man. I appreciate your contributions always. So nice. I said that you should redo this video. You're a lot skinnier than this dude, so don't take offense to this. But I saw this and I figured you should just recreate this funny ass video, and you're fighting all the real estate challenges that we have in the marketplace. I want to see you redo that, get outside your comfort zone, create a funny video like that.
It's not getting out of my comfort zone. I can act funny when I want to, but I'm going to make it special for you. Don't trip. I got you.
I love it. I love it. All right, so nice.
I'm skinnier. Now, I was wondering why you sent me there. I was like, man, is it because he looks like me or something like that?
He's bald headed. But key takeaways from you today, bro. Key takeaways from you, nice.
Oh, man, just stay consistent. Know your game plan is going into 2023. You have your action plan put out in front of you, and follow through with it. Stay consistent. Put it in your schedule. Focus on your calendars. You know, I use Google, with the Google Calendar a lot too. So I have all my stuff already scripted out. Everything's already ready to go. And get that video out there. I know I haven't really been doing anything within the last 6 months. I've been kind of, not 6 months, last 6 days. I've been kind of game planning for next week because I know it's getting ready to really start jumping. So I have things getting ready to start jumping off. So.
And here's the thing, this goes for everybody, guys. Don't wait, right? There's like, I feel like every single day I need to produce something. I need to document my journey because there's things that you have done since the last 6 days. So document that. Make sure that this is somewhere that you can read it. Make sure it's somewhere you can have it. It's your vision traction organizer, something that you can reference. A couple books that are right now that are on my my rotation: Blue Ocean Strategy, Lifespan. All right, this is why we age and why we don't have to. It's something a little bit different. I'm reading Grit. And another recommendation, you guys, I see some of you on the calls and you don't have proper lighting. Come on, you guys, get with it. It's 2023. I bought this new light. It's a Logitech light. So get yourself a light. Get yourself something that can showcase your beautiful faces because you're doing a lot of Zoom calls. I see iPhone 3. She has a Seattle shirt on. I don't know who you are. Hi, I'm Elias. Can you share who you are and then what your key takeaways were from today?
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Robbie Ann Mohammed, and I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm with the Millennium Properties team with Gilbert Gallegos.
What's up?
Yeah, I have the Seattle sweatshirt on, but I'm from New Mexico, and there are so many takeaways from these videos I've been attending since last Friday, and I'm loving them. We're super excited to be a part of the team, and everyone has been such an inspiration. So I personally, I got relicensed earlier last year, and I had a pretty good year, but there's a lot of things that I need to work on, and one of them definitely being more active on social media, and you know, just doing videos and posting on a regular basis, and just letting folks know that, you know, I'm in the business, and not to forget about me. I've been working in the industry for about 20 years now, but in the real estate sales capacity, brand new to it all over again. So I'm super excited.
Nice. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm excited about our partnership. We have aligned forces with the team out in Albuquerque who are just absolute beasts in the market out there. I'll actually see you. I'm staying at Coco or Chaco or something like that.
Hotel Chaco. Yes.
Hotel Chaco. So I'll be out there the 7th, 8th, and the 9th. We're going to be doing a mastermind out there. We're going to have some fun with you guys. I'm going to go on a real estate tour with you, and I'm going to go and check out your guys' city, have some fun, do a mastermind, learn, grow, and be a part of you guys. So I'm looking forward to meeting you. So Sylvia, you had your hand up, rapid fire. Let's hear from you because we're closing out the session.
Okay, I just want to say on Thursdays in EXP World at 9 o'clock, there is a content creators mastermind, and they tell you it's like a training for all the different platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and then at 11 a.m. is social media mastermind. They're both in EXP University. Go to the Productivity Center.
Love it. Thank you for sharing that. You guys get yourself a jar. I don't know. I had tons of views on that video earlier. Get yourself a jar. It's small, it's simple. I'm gonna actually do another video with our family because we're doing a jar as well. But you guys, let's do things differently this year. Let's have the grit that we're gonna need to have in order to be successful. Looking forward to a huge year. You guys share the Focus and Fire and Holiday Heat Party with somebody. If you have the means to, put them on game and buy them a ticket, because I promise you these events are not going to disappoint. So you guys, I appreciate you. And as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision. And let's continue to elevate and make no excuses. Love you guys and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.